One example of the education and everything coming together is Wizards and Robots. Can you talk about how your robot was actually developed and created with a 3D printer?
Oh, not just the robot. So I wrote a graphic novel called Wizards and Robots, and the robot was 3D printed. Also, the packaging that held the book. So the sleeve for the book is made out of this like plastic, wonderful like crystal-looking material that was 3D printed. So from packaging to dolls, it changes the tools and how rapid we actualize our ideas. Things that would have took years to develop, we can do it in a short period of time in your home or an office.
Yeah, and the whole launch was powered by 3D systems printers like the beautiful crystal-like SLA materials and SLS materials that allowed Will to take his idea and his creation to reality, from virtual to actual in days and weeks instead of years.
How do you see this impacting the music industry moving forward, and how would you like to take advantage of it?
So if you think of the Beatles, you had a great ensemble of 4 people. And I believe that if the Beatles formed today, they would have a CAD developer in their group, right? So it's a singer, a guitarist, a bass player, and a drummer, and a CAD developer. Why? Because music doesn't have anything physical anymore. It's all in the ether. It's all like, it's weightless. It sits in your iPhone and your iPod, and it goes on iTunes. There's no objects anymore. And we all yearn to have something from the band or the singer, like Rolling Stone t-shirts. Merchandise for bands haven't changed since Rolling Stones and the Grateful Dead. Right? Granted, sometimes you go and get a glow stick at a concert. But how long did it take to make that glow stick? What ship did it come in from Asia? Or what part of America made it, if it was even made in America? Right? There's all these generic things that we force onto the band, but it didn't come from the band. It didn't come from the artist. It didn't come from the inner circle. So now when imagine Lady Gaga's performing. She's on a piano. She does this great emotional pose. Or the Black Eyed Peas. And there's scanners on stage. And we capture the greatest moment that we say, yes, print that. And then that's available that night. That 3D printed moment from the beginning of the show when we're not sweaty. We stand up on stage, we do something, ching ching, we take that 3D image, it starts to be printed, and we have like 10 or 20 printers going on at the merch booth, and those things are made available after the show. Something you can hold from that night. Or not just us, the audience too. Right, our world needs that. Every band would want that. Whether you're a big band or you're just starting. I think that's important for my world.
And even the music, which up until now could only be experienced by listening and dancing and feeling the beat, you can turn the waveform of the music, all of Will's beautiful music, right? You can turn that into amazing fabrics and garments and creations that allows you to touch, feel, experience, wear parts of the music that you love.
Like music, as he said, my voice, if I take my voice, I got a feeling. It's a waveform. I know what it looks like because I stared at that waveform for weeks upon weeks before it ever came out. I got a feeling. Now I could take that waveform, make it a 3D image, and print it. And you'll have it in a bag or a piece of garment or an audio wave file button, right? And you know that you're holding that hook, that part of the song that's made in physical form.